What's cracking? You on commercial, you on advertising, ain't no music playing for you, Taurus. You might have got an idea, Taurus, and now you want to get to work on it. All right, you might have got some clarity on how to bring balance from source. Source was like, yo, look, you probably was meditating, or you don't even have. When I say meditate, you don't gotta be no. You put yourself in that state, because some people can meditate when they listen to music. Some people can meditate when they're in the shower. Some people meditate on a jog, on a walk. Whatever you do, that puts you in the space where you zone out. If you've seen the Disney movie Soul, you remember that motherfucker who was spinning the hand sign? That was his meditation. Some people meditation playing the piano. It puts you in the zone. That's where you get information from. So you got some information from the zone, and now you implementing. Or somebody came to you and brought you some information, and this information you could build off of. Information now you know the next step to manifest what you're trying to manifest. You manifested something though, because you got 8 pentacles. All right. 111 was, what the fuck is this song? Shake the Room. This shit just sounds like sounds. I lost it. Oh shit. Yeah, you might have got some information that shook the room. Now you want to convey it. Or it shook your world. Something might have happened to you that shook your world and put you in a position where you can't go on a new trip. You can't walk away from this. You got to work on it. You thought you could walk away from the situation. You thought, okay, yeah, fuck, I ain't even gonna worry about it. They got that. You got some sort of information that shook your world. Now you can't even move. You gotta work. You can't. You thought you could just up and lead a job? You thought you could just find another job and replace this job? No, player. Sit your ass down and work on that bench. Nah. You thought you could just hop from one relationship to another relationship? I think not. You working on the relationship because you might have realized, damn, ain't nobody better than the one I got. And I'm not. You wanted to go, now you don't want to go nowhere type shit. You feel me? Well, that's how somebody feel about you, because these are splits. So this could be you, this could be them, this could be you, this be them. You gotta take it implied as applies to you in your life. I still need one card. Shake it! That's such an amigo ad-lib. Shake it! Alright, look. See, you're not taking action, though. Damn, you might not be taking action because you received. You can't move. I don't think you can move. You wanna take some sort of emotional action though, but you're not moving though. You're not moving because you motherfucker leaking. Whatever information that was brought to you, the shit brought you to your knees. If you ain't come to a realization was brought to your ass, and that shit hurt. Whatever it was, if it probably killed a version of you. It's like you were forced to shed your skin, or your ego was broken in a sense, and now you have to rebuild. Like that motherfucker tapped out. A whole version of you was killed now because you realize you can't move if I'm like this. So you had to kill someone. You killed a version of you. Son that's playing is knife talk. What I'm telling you, you just killed a version of you, bruh. You realize you can't obtain what you want. I can't move emotionally if I'm still acting like this, thinking like this, walking like this, working here, talking to this person, whatever it is for you. Check the weather. It was getting real oppy outside, but they hit your ass already, bro. You might have been dealing with some snakes, and they double crossed you. And look, even though you was feeding them, right? Because snakes don't give a fuck. Let me tell you. Well, it's funky. But look, motherfucker, it don't matter what. As if they hungry, they gonna bite the first thing they see. The snakes you was chilling with was kind of hungry. You ain't feed them in a while. And then when you went to go feed them, when you went to go give them your energy, your time, your care, motherfucker bit you. And you hurt. Now your feelings hurt, but it's like what you expect. You was dealing with a snake. You should have cut your grass. Should have cut your grass. Should have cut your grass, but you wasn't trying to cut your grass. You thought, man, I like my grass tall anyways. What Taurus said. Now look at you. You want to move emotionally, but you can't move. You want to know why? Because it's deep. Oh, look. Damn. Yo, I'm going to just keep going. I told you you're fucked up. If you not fucked up, someone fucked up. But the fact that this is here and this in reverse, your emotions is kind of out of whack right now. Get them shits in check there, Taurus. How you feel about someone is out of whack right now. You might be feeling a little jumpy about someone right now. You may be feeling a little about someone right now. Like when somebody walk into your space, or that one person walk into your atmosphere, you're like, oh, here come this bitch. Here come this motherfucker. Oh, this employee clocked in. Oh, I gotta work with this motherfucker. You feel me? That's how you might be feeling emotionally about somebody. Dial it back. You can't move forward because that's how you carry a negative weight on you. And that because you carrying that negative feeling, you build a negative karma on your back. And since you build a negative karma, you gotta pay out that karma. And that's what will happen in your reality. You will not get the experiences and the reactions you want. Be more conscious, aware of yourself, Taurus. See, you at one point you was always on that gang shit. And then you realize your gang wasn't your gang. Your gang ratted you out on some shit, and now you caught out here ass out. Emotions fucked up. Motherfuckers, you being a bitch to people you ain't even really want to be a bitch to. Like you leaking on people. Your emotions is leaking out on people. How you feel is leaking out on people. Dial it back. All right, if you're not going to express how you feel about a motherfucker to how you feel about that motherfucker, don't leak that shit out. Don't bleed on people now. Just because you bleeding don't mean you got to go squirting your blood on people now. Squirting your feelings on people now. Squirting your emotions on people. That motherfucker ain't did that shit to you, so dial it back. All right, hold that. Now, you want to go do that shit to anybody, look in the fucking mirror and do that shit. I bet you shed a tear then, motherfucker. Bet you open up a little more then when you realize you're talking to your goddamn self. That's who the fuck you should have been talking to the whole goddamn time. But no, you was walking with some snakes. Now you got bit, now you caught up because you was talking and walking with the wrong motherfuckers when you should have been looking in the goddamn mirror. Alright, that was for somebody, look, but now you getting out of that spot though. Alright, I'm not gonna keep grilling you. You getting out. Okay? That somebody needed to hear that. Somebody needed to hear that. You're on advertisement right now. So you might be at a pause in your life because of a setback or something you didn't plan. You gotta realize, look, you can't move the way you want to move because of a setback. You can't go on the look. Yo, something you invested in was not the look. What song is this? All Eyes on You now, and people see that. That or you got you could see your snakes now. You know who you look, but you manifested it yourself. You thought something was the right move. Once upon a time, you took an investment. You opened your emotions in towards something because you wanted to manifest something in your life. You feel me? You feel like you thought about it enough. You talk to people about it, and you was like, all right, I want to go on about this overall passion. Something you ain't done before, somewhere you ain't been before, someone you ain't talked to before, a job you ain't worked at before, untattered lands, untouched ground to manifest, right? So you see how this motherfucker look dry, right? Where you standing was green, so where you were at, you already, the grass wasn't greener. The grass wasn't greener on the other side, pretty much, bro. That's pretty. You thought if you watered it, you bringing a cup of water. Where you at, you had water. You feel me? You took some water. Where you at, there was grass. You was all right, cool. If this don't work, I could just come back. But the whole time, now you realize you can't even go back. Now you realize, damn, I quit a job that was decent for a job that's mediocre. For a job that's decent for a job that's trash. I don't even like what I do. I preferred what I was doing before until I moved to this position. I don't even like this place. I don't even like this company. Now you're stuck because you thought you had a good idea. Because you thought what you was manifesting was something stable, something fixed. Now you're sorely mistaken. And all eyes on you now. Or it's like, it's all on, like the spotlight's on you now. The next move, you have to make it type shit. You can't. So it's like, the job not gonna find you. You gotta find the job now because you left the job. You feel me? The job's not gonna call you back because you made the mistake. You feel me? You fucked up, so you gotta call the job. You feel me? It's that type shit. Look, you kind of scared though. That's why you're not moving. You kind of scared though, cause you knew what you was doing, and that shit got you fucked up. Grass wasn't greener on the other side. Wasn't Taurus. Was it? Nah, judging by this, it don't look like it was. Are you here looking for love? I'm telling you, if this is a relationship, you left one person, went to a love. Now you kind of stressed a little bit. I just saw the Queen of Swords because you worried about the truth that with this person you gonna look. You worried about the justice this person, this job is gonna bring to your ass. You trying to figure out if you trying to formulate a plan to see if you could obtain what you trying to obtain. Goddamn Taurus. One more. It's crazy. I did post it. George, what song is this? Oh no, it's still Oh, body language. Look, see? It's like if it's a job, if you're dealing in a relationship, look, judge me. If you're in a relationship situation, let's say you go to your job, you fucking with you like one of your employees, you like a friend, you in a relationship. You could tell by the body language somebody carries, that significant carries. You could tell how to or you want to go talk to your manager about your job, and it's like you see your manager outside of work, and you could tell by his body language he ain't gonna fuck with you when you come back. It's like you could just tell whatever you want to go back to ain't gonna fuck with you the way you want it to fuck with you, at least. Because Tauruses can be, if you a toxic Taurus, which you might be, I don't just go around throwing toxic out there, but you might be in your negative energy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because you don't lead. You thought the grass was greener on the other side. You might have been in your negative mindset. You might have been in your fixated Taurus energy. You feel me? And you thought you could work on something, but you realize you can't work on it. You can't work on it. I still need one more card, and that shit got you stressed out because you could tell by the body language of whatever you want to go back to it. The situation might not work out. Especially, it's like because how something ended, like the way you left your last job, you know you can't go back to that bitch if you want to, or you're scared to go back to it because the way you talked to the manager when you left. It's kind of like rolling a dice. You don't know the outcome, and that bothers you. Because that relieves you of that control aspect of you, Taurus. Y'all motherfuckers like control. Don't act like y'all don't like control. I felt like somebody got triggered when I said that. Yo, don't act like you don't like control, Taurus. You like to control the outcome of situations. And especially since you're a Earth sign, you like to be practical about the decisions you make. So you'll think of the scenario, or think of the scenario and how you should act in the scenario in order to manifest that scenario to be the way you want it to be. Sometimes it'll work for you, Taurus, but more times than not, it doesn't. You're realizing you don't have as much control as you thought you had. That's for somebody. That shit's crazy though. And it's like you ain't gotta say too much. Look, love is in reverse. If this is a love relationship, you made a bad investment. In reverse. It's like, let's say you left someone to go to another person, you're in that relationship, and it ain't even what you thought it was. You left one job to go to another job because that other job paid more, and then you realize the pay ain't even worth it because I don't like what I'm doing. You feel me? And people can see it off you. You don't even got to speak for people to see you don't like what you are doing, or people to see you don't like what you're invested in. People to see you don't like where you work. People could just walk up, look at you, and tell you don't like where you work. You don't like the relationship you in. It's radiating off of you. It's like a smell you walk around with, and people could just tell, yeah, you don't like. You saying you like that job. You saying you like that relationship. You saying you like that position, but you really don't. It's like you're not fooling nobody. Swipe away, please. I'm trying to see. Ooh, 16. Yeah, we over the time, Taurus. Hey, man, because you got a new perspective on some shit. That puts you, like, you had this trip and fall in order to see what you needed to see. In order to see the truth or gain a new perspective, you had to realize, damn, where I was at, I actually enjoyed where I was at. I actually really liked that person more than I thought I liked that person. But you had to go through this in order to come to that realization. And now it's like you scared emotionally. Emotionally, you're not taking a step because you don't know if that step is going to work out the way you want it to. Look, wherever it was, that job you had, that shit, you could have took it to the end type shit. That relationship, you could have took it to the end. Whatever it is, whatever this is for you, apply it to your life as it goes to your life. But you realize it's like you realize you made a mistake. And now you don't want to be defensive anymore. I'ma fuck with y'all. Hey.